Alright, it's time for one more Tholian Web battle report. I've got this one and potentially up to 2 more coming in the future. I'm going to continue running my unbeatable quote-unquote Borg list. Until then, for more strategy, you can see the original video. I'll have a link down below. But it's now time. In this venue, there are only actually 4 players, so we did end up fighting each other. There are no admiral orders or anything extra of that type. My first opponent was, again, hoping to utilize the Breen strategy to bring down some Borg spheres. With a Breen pure list versus a mixed faction venue is not going to work too well, however. The Hideki fighters, while nice and useful, being in the back does not help them that much. They're not absorbing the hits they need to, and they're not shooting. At this one, I believe that only one of his ships was in range to fire, or 2 of his ships were in range to fire, but even the high shields of the Ravelarest are going to be taken down pretty easily by 2 Borg spheres. As he approaches with the other one, he doesn't get the energy dissipator off in time before his ship is destroyed, and that just leaves the fighters, which are going to be pretty much easy pickings from then on out, especially if they can't actually get a shot on me. Alright, here we go for round 2. In round 2, my opponent is going to be the same one I actually fought in the first video for the championship title. He is still running his single Gigasphere build with Picard, his once more Unto the Breach, Boheeka, and all that good jazz. It's going to be pretty straightforward here. He has learned quite a bit from our last experience, and I take advantage of this by going ahead and leaving the energy dissipator until the last second because I don't know which sphere is necessarily going to be in range. You can see him here backing up because he fears that dissipator so much, but since he doesn't know what ship it's going to be on, he has to split up his once more Into the Breach if he has any chance of taking it out before it kills him. This might end up being a mistake because I'm still getting 2 shots on him, even though one once more Into the Breach wouldn't have killed one of my ships. He gets a little unlucky here, leaving one of my spheres at 1 hull exactly, my con sphere, and that's pretty much going to spell the end for him. Just my ability to output damage is more than his ability to take it. He ends up down to 1 hull, but does take out the con sphere. But even without the energy dissipator, I managed to take him out with Picard just by sheer number of attack dice alone. There we go. Our final match is actually going to be up against a relatively new player. Since he doesn't have any of the resources, he is actually forced to run the IKS Karaga instead of, perhaps a fighter squadron of some sort. He's running the Borg sphere with the Assimilation Tubules, so I have to be, again, careful with how I plan my energy dissipator. But really, there's no fear in this match because of the terrible maneuvering abilities of every ship besides the Borg sphere. The Karaga, even if it comes to bear on me, is going to probably go off the board the next turn, even if I don't kill it. With the energy dissipator, I managed to take out the sphere pretty handily. 1 shot to drop its shields, the other 2 to just outright destroy it. That just leaves Warp and his Karaga left over, and even though he managed to get enough damage off on one of my spheres to destroy it, 1 Karaga is not going to match 1 sphere. Once again, that was my builds from this list. All the information on it will be in the description and the first video. I am up to 3 Tholian ships now, and I expect I will continue to just keep winning with this list. We've actually tried to build lists specifically to beat this fleet, and nothing has come to fruition of it yet. So until it loses, I'm going to keep on running it. And just remember, until then, resistance is futile.